so that aha moment, right? That like, okay, this is the direction for me to go in. Often what happens with clients is that it comes from you doing a little bit of maybe an inner dialogue or journaling or something like that, where you're kind of getting out like, what are all the problems that I've solved? Like, what have I solved for myself? What have I solved for other people? Um, what is this catalog of problems, and what am I really in alignment with? Like, what would feel so good for me to help people with? Like, what would I really like to get behind and solve this problem for people, because I know I'd be making a big impact in the world, and because I know I would really like talking about it a lot. And that's kind of the magic place for you, is when you're trying to find this niche that's in alignment. I know we're covering a lot of things today, but this is really important stuff. When you're trying to find that, you want to find something that you want to add to the conversation with, that you want to like really help with. And so for Kathy, choosing divorce as the type of life transition, she had been divorced. She really resonated at the time I was newly divorced, so I like totally got it. And it just, for her, it was like such a powerful time in her life that she wanted to be a part of the solution to helping women move through that, and move through it like she has her specific tools, right? And this is the super cool thing about this, is that you have your tools. So your tools might be that you can create meal plans, that you can kind of help people do, like in terms of the health coach, right? You can help people do an elimination diet and figure out what foods might be bugging them. This is like in Kathy's instance, right? You might have tools around kind of setting up a mindfulness practice to kind of like calm the F down, so that like you're not tense, which then hurts the digestion. Like, you might have all these tools, right? But those are still your tools. So you can use those tools to help solve a lot of different problems. And that frees you up to realize that the problem you choose to help with, it gets to be whatever feels in alignment, whatever feels fabulous to you. And one last thing I'm going to say about that is that as entrepreneurs, we tend to be multi-passionate, or at least the people who gravitate towards me are, because I am. And we tend to want to keep evolving and reaching for the new thing. And so one of the biggest things that I do see come up for entrepreneurs when they choose a niche and when they take the time to hone it, is that they want to move on to another one, like, or like bring something else in almost immediately. And so you got to give it a little bit of time and lay the foundation of one specific focus. And then you can always layer on another thing to get known for later, but just give it some space of staying the path on that one thing, for enough time for it to be impactful and effective and for you to get known for it. Or else you'll just keep scrambling around searching different things. And I know this from experience.